Hi, this is the video called Once Upon a Redbird, and this is in dedication to my grandfather and grandmother, Wilson and Myra Ramage. And I brought a little picture to show you. So Wilson is on the right and Myra is on the left, and this was in their honeymoon in New Orleans. And this picture, it's really kind of dear and special to me. It was used in a campaign for the rebirth of Louisiana after Katrina, and they got selected. So it was really fun. And the story is that, you know, everyone who knows me knows how important redbirds are in my life. So they're really just magical little God's creatures to me. I just absolutely love them. And the significance really lies with my grandfather, with the redbird. My grandfather was a watercolor artist, jewelry maker, and graphic designer in the 50s. And in my walk as an artist, I just never thought I would actually end up in his exact footsteps, and here I am living kind of his legacy and doing very similar things that he did in life. And he's really just a source of inspiration for me, and the redbirds actually symbolize to me that I know that it's guidance from above and from really my grandparents' presence in my life in whatever moment that they kind of appear for me. And so the story is with him is that he passed away when I was in 5th grade, but I just absolutely loved being around him. I didn't consider myself an artist growing up at a very small age. I was actually kind of rebellious to art. And so I loved to sit with him and just watch him paint, and I would watch him, and I was fascinated with all his wax jewelry molds, and I'd watch him just soldering and just doing all of these kinds of different crafts that I just never thought that I would end up doing myself. And one of our really special times together was we would sit outside, and he had a pair of redbirds that would come visit him, and one of them he called Red, and he would literally come down and sit on his shoulder. And I just remember these really peaceful, quiet, and serene moments with my grandfather outside and just sitting with these really special birds. When my grandmother survived him by 15 years, she actually had breast cancer and ended up passing from that. But her optimism and her joy for life and her support of my grandfather, just really the two people in my life that most taught me about love and inspiration and what it's like to live as an artist and to really just celebrate the simple joys of life. And so when my grandfather passed, my grandmother, we would just literally celebrate the cardinals all the time. We would give her cardinal stuff, and you know, it just kind of became this family symbol. But what really started happening for every single member of my family was that we are visited by them. And I really don't have an explanation for it other than they just show up when we most need a moment of inspiration, or we're going through a difficulty. And it's been really fun amongst my family to just spot the redbirds and see what is going on in our lives and celebrate that and connect through that. And I just, you know, they just light me up. And so it's been really fun to be able to celebrate that with my friends as well. So now friends and family and people that just even really barely know me are always pointing out when redbirds are around and what's the significance of that moment when they are there, because I truly believe that it is my grandparents guiding me towards what I know I'm doing with my life. And so I feel honored to have been in their presence and honored to be carrying out what he has done in my life. And so they just are inspiration for me. So hopefully they'll inspire you next time you see a redbird.